Beneath the Vatican, where dim light casts shadows on ancient stone walls, lies a place where time seems to stand still. The Vatican Vault, a secret treasury of the Church, holds items that are not just relics, but symbols of faith and sacred mission. Only one person in the world is permitted to touch them: the Pope. Today, we'll explore 7 mysterious artifacts, each telling a story of sacrifice, power, and faith. What are they, and why is the Pope the only one allowed to touch them? Imagine standing before a heavy iron door, your breath mingling with the cold air. Behind that door lie items that have shaped history. The first artifact is the Veil of Veronica, a cloth believed to bear the face of Jesus Christ. Legend says a woman named Veronica wiped the blood and sweat from his face as he carried the cross. His image was imprinted on the fabric, a silent witness to suffering. Now fragile and kept in a sealed case, only the Pope may touch it, as it symbolizes the sacrifice he is called to follow. To touch the veil is to confront mercy and the mission to lead humanity through pain. Next is the third secret of Fatima's scroll, a document containing a prophecy from the Virgin Mary in 1917. Written by Sister Lucia, the scroll speaks of the Church's future, but only part of it was revealed in the year 2000. The rest remains locked in a silver box, and only the Pope is allowed to read it. Why? Because its words could shake faith if misunderstood. Touching the scroll means carrying the weight of truth, demanding the Pope to balance transparency with hope. These 2 artifacts open the door to even deeper secrets. Let us continue. The Vatican Vault is like a labyrinth of faith, where every footstep echoes with 1,000 years of history. After encountering the Veil of Veronica and the Fatima Scroll, we now approach the next 3 sacred artifacts, each one a profound reminder of the Pope's divine mission. The third artifact is the first fisherman's ring, believed to have belonged to Saint Peter himself. Unlike the ornate rings worn by modern popes, this one is simple, made of bronze, engraved with the image of a fish, the earliest symbol of Christianity. Only the Pope is allowed to touch it, for it links him directly to the foundation of the Church. When he lifts the ring, he doesn't just hold a relic, he embraces the burden of Peter, to lead with unwavering faith, even unto sacrifice. This ring is not a symbol of power, but of responsibility born from love and obedience. The fourth artifact is the chest of the Holy Lance, said to contain the very spear that pierced the side of Jesus as he hung on the cross. The lance, now worn and rusted by time, still bears traces of ancient blood. It is preserved in a golden chest, never opened to the public. Only the Pope may touch it, because the spear represents the pierced heart of Christ, the ultimate sign of divine mercy. To hold this sacred weapon is to face the price of redemption, and to be reminded that leadership in the Church must be rooted in compassion and sacrifice. It is a relic that whispers the weight of salvation, one that calls the Pope to lead not with dominance, but with a heart broken open for others. The fifth artifact is the cloak of Saint Joseph, a rough, humble garment believed to have been worn by the earthly father of Jesus. Stored in an aged wooden chest, the cloak stands as a symbol of quiet protection. Only the Pope may touch it, for he, too, is called to be a guardian of the Church, just as Joseph protected the Holy Family. To hold this cloth is to feel the strength of gentle faith, the kind that shelters without seeking glory. It reminds the Pope of the unseen acts of care that uphold the Church every day, away from the eyes of the world. These 3 artifacts, the ring, the spear, and the cloak, are like torches lighting the Pope's path through the darkness. they embody authority, sacrifice, and fatherly protection, core elements of the Petrine mission. Yet, deep within the Vatican's hidden corridors, two final secrets remain, cloaked in even greater mystery. What could they be? Let us continue our journey into the heart of the unknown. We've journeyed deep into the Vatican vault, where every artifact tells a story of faith, sacrifice, and sacred duty. Now, as the dim light glints off the last two relics, we begin to sense the true weight of the papal mission. These final items are not merely historical. They are spiritual anchors, bridging heaven and earth. The sixth artifact is the keys to the kingdom. A pair of silver and gold keys symbolizing the authority Christ gave to Peter. Forged in the early days of the Church, they bear the marks of time. Weathered, worn, but still gleaming with solemn purpose. Only the Pope is permitted to touch them, because they represent the power to open the gates of heaven, and to bind and loose on earth. To hold the keys is to face the immense responsibility of judgment and guidance, a burden that demands not just authority, but divine wisdom. In the Pope's hands, they are more than symbols. They are a sacred trust, linking him directly to Christ's commission to Peter. Feed my sheep. The seventh and final artifact is the chalice of the Last Supper, a simple wooden cup believed to have been used by Jesus himself during his final meal with his disciples. Preserved within a silver case, the chalice is the heart of the Eucharistic mystery, the vessel through which Christ offered his body and blood. Only the Pope may touch it, for it embodies the ultimate expression of divine love and sacrifice. To hold this chalice is to stand at the threshold of eternity, to be reminded of the moment when heaven touched earth. It is a call to lead the Church toward the sacred table, where humanity is united in the mystery of redemption. These seven artifacts, the Veil of Veronica, the Fatima Scroll, the Ring of Peter, the Holy Lance, Joseph's cloak, the keys to the kingdom, and the chalice of the Last Supper, are more than relics. They are the silent companions of the Pope, ever-present reminders that true authority is found in service, and true glory in sacrifice. Each item calls him to live not for himself, but for others, to be shepherd, servant, and witness. As we step away from the shadows of the Vatican vault, a question lingers. What do these secrets say about our own faith? Perhaps the true treasure is not locked away beneath stone and seal, but found in the invitation each of us receives, to love deeply, serve humbly, and live faithfully, just as the Pope is called to do. What do you think about these mysterious relics? Could they change how we see faith, power, or history? Share your thoughts below, and join us as we continue uncovering the hidden truths of the Church, one mystery at a time.